Hello everybody, and welcome back to Aurora Plays Neverwinter Night, the Aielund Saga. I'm your humble host, Tim. In the previous session, we completed part 2 of the Fall of Aielund by charging headlong through the sewers into the city of Fairlock, breaching the gates and being able to take out the king in his armor. Unfortunately, when that happened, the leader of Tucson, Osric, came in and said, "Ho ho! I am now going to claim this entire kingdom for myself." Ho ho ho! And so, in order to prevent that, the princess agreed to finally marry him. So it was a little bit of a downer ending, but also, Tirinus showed up and said that we now have to go and deal with the people that created the Ironlord's armor. So, here we go. Tirinus the Black, former king's wizard and man responsible for the war, reveals to you the terrible truth of your situation and the legendary foe that you are about to confront. Failure here will result in the total elimination of Aielund by powers beyond your comprehension. You and your companions must walk the very plains of existence in a desperate search for power needed to stop the coming onslaught, confront horrors and wonders from beyond the stars, and ultimately assail the ancients in the very heart of their strongholds. The final battle draws near, and only the bravest and boldest will survive. All right. And I went back and exported Aurora over. This one, yeah. Level 32 Bard. Nope. Level 33 Bard, that's the one we were. Ah, we have Robert and Lise again. Cool. Ah, man, we lost. So we no longer have the recall gem. We've lost Spartan's Coin, the Scepter of Ancients, the Adventurer's Journal, and Osric's Seal. I suppose. I mean, that bastard owes me 100,000 gold. What do you guys got on you? Oh, first things first, I guess I have to talk to him.
Greetings and well met.
I must say, this is a surprise. I was about to go and tend the wounded around Fairlock, but I suddenly find myself here, wherever this is. Ah, I believe Tirinus wants you to help as well, wants your help as well as mine for some sort of mission. We're back in his tower. My help? I have broken my oath to defend the king and then aided in his downfall. I was actually considering sequestering myself in a convent and praying for guidance for a few months. Well, I think fighting against the tyrant was the right thing to do, you know. Was it? I don't even know anymore. Truth be told, I feel lost. I always felt like I was following my calling, but my heart... calling of my heart, doing what was right, but my heart was broken, Aurora, and I'm not sure I'll be of any use to you. Oh, come on. Hear what he has to say. I will hear him out, but I find it unlikely that one who was involved with all the bloodshed over the past 2 years will say anything worth listening to. Alright. Well, it's good enough for now. I'm a little skeptical myself, but let's see what happens. Agreed. Just a word of caution, though. If he doesn't have a good reason for bringing me here, I'll arrest him and take him back to Fairlock as my prisoner. Ooh, jeez. Well, look, if he turns into a cat again, we'll just have to kill him. Oh, hang on. How about you, Robert?
Well met. Hello.
Okay. Where am I? And what the hell is going on here? Well, you're in Blackwood Tower. I'm a little surprised to see you here, Robert, but I'm guessing Tirinus needs you for something. You couldn't just ask first? Typical wizard. Any idea where we are? I kept hinting at some grave threat to the country from beyond this world, something related to the Ironlord. Threat from beyond, eh? He puffs on his cigar. Well, after winning a war, I figured I'd have a day or two with nothing but my... Well, without being up to my knees in blood. Just for a change of pace. Did he say how much he was paying? No idea. Well, I suppose I could at least hear what he has to say. All right. Oh, damn it. Fair enough. Why don't you come along and find out? You bet. Just don't talk about fees or services rendered until after he's made his pitch. I don't want to sell myself short. And neither do you. This guy has money and powerful artifacts, and it's against my nature to offer discounts to former enemies. You can always count on my discretion. Let's go. Alright, what do these guys got on them now? He's got the assault helm, which is cool. Oh, he's got most everything that he had in the other thing. He's just got a different sword. Fortunately, I also grabbed bits and pieces off him, so... There we go. Alright, I think we're all... Oh, hello again, Lucas. Ah, hello there, Governor. Fancy seeing you here again. Welcome back to the, shall we say, towering tower of Tirinus. Don't you worry about the boss. He's just a bit tired after being handed his rear end and whatnot. He'll be up. He'll just go and cough up some fur balls and be right as rain. It's you again. Suppose you're his assistant or some such. Or you're his butler? Oh, that I am. I see to his needs, I do. Well, some of his needs. Let's be clear about that. Oh, that's a corker, that is. Yeah, me and the missus sort of hang around, do the cooking, clean and such. Sure, living in the tower with a giant wizard has its downsides too, but he's very considerate for the vertically challenged. I don't recall seeing any of your people around. Where are you from? Oh, we're from another world, don't you know? Won't see many of my kind round here in these parts, unless they're hiding, of course. Like we are. Political refugees, that's the correct term. What? A little bit like the man himself, actually. Of course, his job's got all them perks, don't it? Magic powers, out in the ears, and contact with other worlds, and a steady supply of the nice black robes. And I had suspected he was not from this world. Interesting. Oh, yeah, that's why he keeps his face hidden all the time. Our governor is from parts beyond, I don't mind telling you. And it's causes some... it's cause of his benevolence that me and the missus still draw breath. We started wars that led to the death of thousands of people. Benevolent is hardly the word I would use to describe him. Well, that's cause you don't know of the terrible burden he carries, see. Don't take that decision lightly, my word. Poor bugger's got the whole world to worry about, what? He'll probably tell you about it when the time is right. Alright. Alright, well, I'll just go speak to him now. Right, yeah, Governor. If you need anything else, I'll be about doing my chores and whatnot. Thank you very much, Lucas. Alright. Hey there, Saffron.
Greetings to you.
Hello there. Is there something I can do for you? What do you do around here, actually? I cook and clean sometimes, but my main is to heal Tirinus. Also brew potions from time to time as well. There are cabinets full of them in the lab, although Tirinus himself will have to switch off the force field to let you in. I'll probably be making some more healing potions later. Alright, I might need them later on. Oh, I'm sure you will. Good luck on your quest, Aurora. Lucas and I will do what we can to help. Alright. Where is Tirinus? There he is.
What do you want?
Aurora. I trust Lucas was not too much of a nuisance. He's a perfect gentleman. Excellent. He does tend to carry on sometimes, but he is a most capable aide. Alright, enough banter. What's off with the hood? Excuse me? The hood. Remove it. Yeah, I concur with Robert. I want to see your face for once. I'm wondering if he's a mind flayer. Any particular reason? Well, Lucas mentioned you're not from this world. I just want to see for myself. A reasonable request. Oh, he's a Gith! Awesome! Well, then here I am. Oh, there's something you don't see every day. What race are you and where are you from? My race was the Gith, and I hail from a pocket dimension inside the astral plane. And to answer the question now preying on your mind, the Gith are a subspecies of human with a long and sordid history all of their own. It is, however, irrelevant to our present situation, and I shall not digress any further. Right. So your race was the Gith? What happened to them? We were conquered by the ancients. I now serve the very beings that destroyed my world, reluctantly, of course, but with little say in the matter. The ancients? The Mind Flayers? So is that why you want my help, to take them down? Was it out of revenge? Just so. But more than that, I wish to atone for the many injustices I have visited upon this world. But enough of such talk. I am hungry, as I imagine are you. Why don't we have a rest, and then you can join me for a fine meal, and we can talk of weightier matters. All right? Let's eat. That's cool. Ooh. You sit down to a magnificent dinner, a centerpiece of which is a large boar. With roast potatoes, pumpkin gravy at the side, and an hour or so later, after you finish the meal, he opens a bottle of wine and pours a glass for each of you. Thank you, Lucas. That was outstanding. Leave us. Right you are, Governor. Come here, Safi. Let's give him some privacy. Lucas is a fine cook. I trust you enjoyed your meal. Yeah, a long time since I had a 4-course meal like that. Thank you very much. It will most likely be your last for some time. He's poisoned me. Your task you're about to undertake will give us little time for the simple pleasures of a good meal. Trail rations aren't so bad once you get used to them. Sure, it can get a little binding after a while, but there are ways around that. He lights up a cigar. Look, that was entirely too much information. It was entirely too much information. Anyway, this task you mentioned, Tirinus, does it involve hurting Kiss Ostrich? Because I think I'd really like to hurt him. Oh, I had not intended to encounter Ostrich as part of my plan, but his appearance at Fairlock with that golem has changed things. It shall be our first order of business to discover where he obtained that mighty construct. So you haven't seen anything like that before? No, and that troubles me. A golem constructed of pure adamantium is not to be underestimated. I doubt any of your weapons would have even put a dent into it. Fortunately, I know a place where such weaponry can be obtained. This was, in fact, to be our destination, even before Ostrich appeared, for such equipment will be necessary if we are to meet the ancients on their own terms. So you work for these ancients, or at least you used to. Do they have a proper name? Of course, I refer to them. Sarquin, okay. I refer to them as ancients because that is all you know of them. They are also known across countless worlds as the Devourers, but their race is called Sarkin. That sounds ominous. Which is precisely why we shall need to acquire powerful equipment in order to defeat them. I'm starting to like this plan. So, what exactly is your role here anyway? Why do the Sarkin want to destroy so many innocent people? He sips on his wine and becomes somber. I've pondered how to tell you this in a way you can understand, but words fail me. Suffice to say, the recent war, and indeed all the major wars over the past 1,000 years, have been instigated by the Sarkin in order to keep our population under control. I don't understand. I know it's difficult. Think of it like this. When one country conquers another, they sometimes take prisoners. Let us say that these prisoners were kept on a large island from which there was little chance of escape, because they did not know how to build a ship. The victors build a large ship of their own to patrol around the island to keep an eye on the prisoners, and over the years, the prisoners breed and would become difficult to control because the guards are few in number. And so they influence fighting amongst the population to thin out the numbers. So our entire world is some sort of prison? Or not just a prison. This world is also a farm. The Sarquin have an empire which spans countless worlds like this one, and they need food. And what better food is there for them than their prisoners? I'm sorry, but I find this rather difficult to believe. An entire world kept as a prison? What, some kind of godlike race? Preposterous. And what exactly is your role in this exactly, wizard? I am one of the wardens. To continue the analogy, it was my task to provide weekly reports to my masters and then carry out their instructions. But, in a way, I am as much a prisoner as you are. I serve but reluctantly, and once my masters discover my treachery, my life is forfeit. And then what would they do? Oh, they would obliterate the entire country to the point where the only thing left of Ireland would be a giant crater in the ground 1,000 miles wide, and then nothing will grow here for the next 1,000 years. However, there is more that you need to know, such as... I recently bribed one of their lower-ranking members for information, and it is my understanding that the Sarquin are an empire in decline. Their race is ancient, and their wars among the stars are countless. And although they once ruled supreme, I believe they are slowly losing ground against a newer, more energetic race that have entered the fray against them. Recently, they have been relying more and more upon myself and those like me to carry out their work. A century ago, they are the ones who which introduced their relic armor, the suit you call the Ironlord, to Alec Rubeck to destabilize the country of Ireland, as Alec was on the verge of signing a peace and trade accords with all the neighboring kingdoms. This would have led to an era of prosperity and scientific advancement beyond what they would tolerate of their prisoners. It was the only piece of their technology that I am aware that anyone in this world possessed. That is, until I saw Osric carrying that power sword. And that belongs to the Sarquin as well. So does that mean they gave it to him directly? I do not know, and I dare not contact my masters to find out directly. It bears further investigation, but first we shall make a stop to pick up some equipment of our own. Come, I shall show you to my lab. All right. Space equipment. Could you turn that power generator on behind me, please? Absolutely. Thank you. It will take but a moment to set up the teleport for our brief journey. What is this place anyway? I recognize some of the equipment from other places. The Ancients, the Zakun, whatever you used to control. Yes, they used to have many secret outposts and bases of operation here long ago. In addition to controlling the teleport system, this equipment allows me to view any part of the world instantly, acts as a repository of knowledge, and of course allows me to communicate with my former masters. You now understand why I keep this part of the tower behind an illusory wall. It wasn't illusory, it was a massive lightning wall. Oh, if I had any doubts about your story before, all this does is provide some startling evidence. The knowledge of the Sarquin is truly humbling. Okay. So wait a minute. If those other places I saw had mostly been ransacked, how do we know that this other cache of yours is still intact? Because unlike other outposts, this one is completely sealed inside a mountain and has been monitored on a regular basis to ensure it does not cave in. Also, it's only accessible with a very precise teleport. It is impossible to enter the place in any other fashion. Alright. Well, carry on with whatever you're doing. Just a moment. I'll get the teleporter prepared. Just step into the portal chamber, and I will meet you on the other side. Alright. Portal chamber! Where's the portal chamber? Nope, that's a tank of stuff. Oh, hang on. We were teleported into the portal chamber. That's where we were here. Portal chamber. The vault. All right. Hello there, Tirinus. Come. A trap! Wand! Door!
What do you want?
Oh, he dropped his wand. Alright, there it is. Oop, wrong button. Oh, do we have to hit the energy converter? Ah, there we go.
What do you want?
Oh, that was painful. Good work deactivating the force field. Though its power was keeping me paralyzed. Was that supposed to happen? Yes, but I didn't set it last time I was here. Something is wrong. I suggest we move inside and investigate further. Alright then. Ooh. The vault has been ransacked. Oh no! All that knowledge stolen. I take it this place was supposed to be intact, and that does not bode well for us. Come here. I need to speak with you. All right.
What do you want?
This is barely comprehensible. The safest place in the entire world, and yet it's been plundered. I'm at a loss. All right, hold it together. We need the equipment in this place, right? Is there some way we can find out who did it? Well, yes, there's an ability for me to recall images of those things that happened here, but the console's not working, and that power generator over there appears to be damaged. Look around and see what else you can find. A replacement crystal. All right. I will get right on it. Ah! Thank you. I will examine the generator. I will place the crystal rod. I will turn on the generator. There we go.
What do you want?
Excellent work. Now I can make use of this console. Anything yet? I have found a partial recording of the events that took place here. I shall access it now. He watches the images before him with unswerving attention. When it's done, he's silent. Is there a problem? You should see for yourself. I need to clear my thoughts. Sure. I will view the recorded scene.
Oh, yes, here we are. It seems safe enough. I can't fit in the fucking door. Ah, there we go.
I don't care what His Majesty says. I don't trust this thing. Or keep your opinion to yourself, Sir Knight. Ho ho. Excellent.
As I told before, our troubles are over, gentlemen.
Any idea how to get through that magically barred door, Majesty?
One last thing before we enter. Gollum, destroy that scrying device. Yeah, I'm gonna punch the camera in its face. Oh,
That son of a bitch.
What do you want?
King Osric Davington. This man is beginning to irritate me. Well, welcome to my world. Can we kill him now?
get in line. He played all of us for a bunch of fools, and if you don't kill him, I will.
Yes, but first I mean to ascertain how he gained access to this vault. He mentioned something about receiving instructions. There are few who would know how to get in here, and I know all of them. Before we confront Osric, I would like you to talk with an associate of mine. All right. In what way is this individual associated with you? She, like myself, is a warden of this world. She merely watches over a different part of the country, in this case, Tucson. She might have something to do with this, or at least know who did contact Osric. Alright. Do you think we'll need to fight this woman? No, even if we did, it would not be advisable to do so in her tower, which is where we're headed next. She's older than I am, and far more paranoid. Alright. I'll be discreet. Good. I shall go and change the portal's destination to her tower in Tucson. Come. Alright. I was upset. I was thinking, this would be awesome to get to go check out some really cool looking new upgraded equipment, and then nope. Welcome to Ebon Tower. What is it with you people in black, anyway? Oh, it's appropriate, considering our station. We dwell in the shadows, but now is not the time to discuss our fashion choices, for we are being observed. Come, I will take you to see the ruler of this tower. Be warned, she can be manipulative and cunning. Introduce yourself, but let me do most of the talking. All right, lead on. Crap, he's a DM NPC.
I need to speak with you.
Oh, really?
Well, hello there.
Well, hello there, Aurora Borealis. Such a pleasure to meet you in person. Pleasure's all mine, dear lady. Oh my, you are a charmer, aren't you? I am Veric Lenore. Noir? And you are in this tower uninvited, Tirinus. What is he doing here? You know that visitors are forbidden. Strangely, you do not seem that concerned. Could it be because you often bring young men into your tower? Lucky man. Don't be fooled, Robert. She's just as crazy as Tirinus and his friends. As my old drill sergeant used to say, crazy women make the best love. All right. He was a very wise man, I would agree. If you two are quite finished... Yes, sorry, go on. Oh, I don't mind at all. But as to your question, Tirinus, bringing men into my tower would be breaking the rules, wouldn't it? You dodged my question, Terry, so I'll ask it again. Why are you bringing people into my tower? They are here because they witnessed a break-in at the vault, and the entire facility has been emptied. Oh, yes, I know. I do access the same information as you, of course. Well, that's curious. Tirinus and I didn't find out about it until we went there. How'd you know? Oh, King Osric is a project of mine, and a mutual friend's. Oh, and our mutual friends, Terry. They see potential in him, and that is all that I can say. All right. So potential in that twerp? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, he's far more talented than you give him credit for. He's simply inexperienced. But he will learn, I assure you. Osric is my project, and Seamus is Terry's. Whoever proves strongest, well, that would be telling. By the way, how goes your little king puppet, Terence? He's proving to be quite destructive, actually. He will provide more than a match for Osric. I believe you shouldn't have given Osric access to the vaults, though, Veric. That equipment was not meant for him. And you weren't supposed to give Seamus the powered armor, either. We have both bent the rules here, my dear. She lowers her voice. I won't tell if you won't. All right, now look here. I've heard just about enough of you two, and the games you play with people's lives. We are not mere toys for your amusement. A lot of good men and women died in this damned war, and if you do not show us some respect, we will have a reckoning. Hey, easy now. Oh my. Look who's full of righteous anger. Now that I find amusing. You have no idea what you're talking about, my celestial friend. If you did, you'd know better than to mouth off like that in my tower. Look, she's just venting some frustration. It's been a hard year for many of us. I mean, shit, I died. But she's going to be quiet now, right, Nalise? Of course, forgive my rudeness. Just a quick question, though. Did you give Ostrich that massive golem as well? Golem? Oh, you mean the dreadnought. Golem is such an archaic term. Hardly appropriate for such a construct. And yes, it is one of the new toys from our friends above. And why have I not heard of this? Oh, our friends did not tell you of it. Then you must not be needed. You must not have needed to know. This one is a prototype anyway, so perhaps they are waiting to see how it performs before giving you one. It seems to be kept... I seem to be kept out of the loop on many issues these days. Nevertheless, I have what I came for, and I will now take my leave of you. Oh, such a polite man. You should really stop by more often, Terry. It's such a lonely task when we live here. We could make things easier on each other.
Oh, Tirinus the Black is getting some action. You could stand to loosen up a bit there, Terry.
I don't think so, Valik. I am not one of your boy toys to be used and discarded. Good day to you.
Oh, suit yourself. Oh, and Terry, don't go near Osric. He's my project, and I won't have you sabotaging my efforts.
I wouldn't dream of it. Come, Aurora. Let us return to my tower. Valik, please set up the portal for us.
Farewell for now.
Unnecessary. I can teleport you back directly. I knew you would not be staying long, one way or the other, but rest assured we shall meet again soon. Farewell for now.
And she sends us to hell. Well, that sucked.
What do you want?
Well, that's as well as could be expected. Yes. She's really, really different to you. Any particular reason why? Oh, she was not forced into servitude like I. Some of the wardens are chosen for their attitudes as well as their talents, and that woman takes far too much pleasure in her work.
So, you ever, availed yourself of her services? Services. Robert lights up his cigar, striking one match on the rough surface of a nearby wall. Come on, Terry. Let's have the truth now. You don't live for years with access to that sort of woman without at least thinking about it.
You want to know what I think about? I think about the death of my entire world. I think about the death of my wife and children. And I think about the day I can finally repay the Sarquin for their brutal massacre. The pathetic attempts by one of their brainwashed trumps to seduce me are beyond irrelevant. You are being paid very well, Black, and I suggest you keep your opinions about my personal life to yourself from now on.
Good answer. We're done.
All right. Yes, well put. As it is, as I said, irrelevant. Suffice to say, her little games are part of a broader battle in the mind, broader battle of the mind that many of us are engaged in. The games my master play. So, they play you against each other for your station? Is there a point to that, or are they just indefinably mad? Oh, the theory is that competition will create better results, though the stakes had never been this high before. You talk about all this as if it is a game, too. I would appreciate not being thought of as a chess piece. Second that motion, I guess. Forgive me, Lady Annalise. I'm afraid that is exactly how you and the others have been looked upon. If it helps, you are now beyond such menial comparisons. By working with me, we are all thwarting the Sarquin's plans and thus breaking out of their control. Oh, that's more like it. All the same, I hope we have the opportunity to meet your lady friend in battle. I find her attitude quite unseemly. Look, I don't know. I think I could have investigated her loose ethics a little further. She jabs an elbow at her. Don't you dare talk about that, Aurora Borealis. She'd use you and throw you away with a smile on her face. And what would Carissa say if she heard you talking like this? She'd be fine with it. Oh, perhaps I will tell her about this. When we meet up again. I'd rather you didn't, if it's all the same to you. Well, then you better be a good boy. Abrupt and unrelated topic change. I noticed that she didn't seem to realize that the Ironlord had been destroyed. Yes, we normally only survey the region which we're assigned to. Even though Osric is important to her plans, she would not normally scry onto my territory. Thus,
She is unenlightened as to the current situation, at least until Osric returns and tells her. Yes. What a tangled web of bureaucracy, finally, working in our favor. Please tell me when we can kill her as well. Only if she interferes in our plan to stop Osric, the likelihood which will be absolute. Well, if she shows up, we'll destroy her as well. And if I had the time, I'd probably go around eliminating the rest of your black robe friends. But that'll have to wait till later. I understand your position, but one thing at a time. I suggest you come up with a plan to deal with Osric. I will scry for his present whereabouts, while you prepare yourself for the coming fight. Lucas will be able to identify anything that you have trouble using, and he can take excess items off your hands. Saffron is an excellent potion maker, and I have directed her to increase your supply of healing potions. You may speak with her to obtain some. I also have a store of potions and scrolls that you may help yourself to in the antechamber. Now let me switch off this force field. Alright. Shopping time! And Saffron.
Greetings to you.
Ooh. That's cool. You just ask her and she'll give you potions. Awesome. Alright. We're all set now. So...
What do you want?
So you're prepared for what is to come? Yeah, he's about to have a very bad day. Tell me you've located him. I have. Initially, I believed he would be aboard his flagship, sailing back to me, Mayafel. But his ship is still docked at Fairlock, and he was nowhere to be seen, so I expanded my search to find that he's already arrived back at the Royal Palace. Evidently, he's been teleported. This makes our task much more difficult, as we'll have to circumvent the palace defenses. There are strong wards against teleportation magic inside the palace itself, so I cannot take us directly there. The best I can do is put us just outside the main doors, and that means we need a plan. I've been thinking about that, and I have a plan. Oh, enlighten me. I propose a diversion of some sort to distract the guards, and I think a large fire would do the trick. And then while they're dealing with that, we sneak past and head into the palace. Easily able to deal with any of the remaining guards. I like it. Simple but effective. We'll find something to set fire outside the palace. Now, if you are prepared, I will set up the teleporter to take us there. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Just a moment then. It's done. Proceed to the teleporter. Let's do it. Here we are, the capital of Tucson. I have placed the portal just out of sight of the main thoroughfare, but it would be best if we did not remain here for too long. The Royal Palace is just to the west. Alright. Let's get on with this. Follow my lead. I'm yours to command, evidently. Ooh! Here we go. Oh, yeah. I'll stick that in your inventory if you decide to use it. All yours. Alright. Okay, people. We're not here to see the sight. Let's get what we came to do and get out of here. Remember, we're here for Osric. Do try to avoid needless killing. Oh, I think I want to try some needless killing. Alright. We have some hay here. Ah, even better. A pile of sticks. I will set fire to the wood. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? God, we've got a saboteur of... Ah, you piece of shit. mean, honestly, I should have seen that coming. Damn! Nice and simple. Do 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 do.
Have at thee! Have at thee!
Fuck this place.
Do not be
Evil
brought
shall
out!
never triumph! No quarter!
If I remember correctly, this was the place where we stayed. Thank you, Robert. Help me up. Thank you, Nalise. What do we have here? War room notes. Written upon this sheet of paper are staff notes for the war concerning troop movements, logistic reports. The occupation of Aielund was listed as one of the objectives, which is now crossed out. Okay. Ah, no, my kitty cat died.
I bring judgment!
Alright. Let's clear out this level. Drunk nobleman. Yep. Ooh. Ka-fucking ching.
No, I can't do that.
We'll come back for that.
No, I can't do that.
What can I get you?
Am I the only one who's noticed the king doesn't look much like his father? Oh, please don't tell anyone I said that. Alright.
Good evening.
Cheap wine and a 3-day gross. Yeah. Oh, we're flashing back.
Yeah?
All right, fine.
Evil shall never triumph!
Oh, yeah. Everyone, attack, please, for the love of God.
Fear the justice to come!
Oh, shit. Get back here, you piece of shit.
met.
You destroyed my golem. Ah, no!
Can't even make a scratch! Can't even make a scratch!
Fear the justice to come!
Oh, there's Princess Croatia. All right.
Before me.
Do not be drawn out!
This day is your last.
Got her. Whoa! Ring of the Phoenix. This is a corpse. Nice. Hello, my dear.
Well met.
Aurora! You have no idea how happy I am to see you, but I don't understand what just happened. Well, it's complex, but basically Ostrich was a pawn of other forces seeking to cause chaos and destruction in this part of the country. And you came here to stop him, not to rescue me? Oh, well, it was top priority once we discovered what he was up to. Wouldn't leave you at the hands, little tyrant, Carissa. Her eyes light up impulsively and she kisses you. She wraps her arms around you in a crushing embrace for a few seconds before disengaging. Oh, that's my kind of greeting. Well, we'll have time for that later. But what happened to Osric? Where did he go? Will he return? He said he would occupy Ireland if I would not marry him, and that deal is no more. I don't want any harm to come to Ireland, Aurora. Yes, well, I'd ask Tirinus, but he seems to be indisposed at the moment. What's he doing? Oh, he's helping me. Apparently there's a threat to Ireland from others who created the Ironlord. That man is responsible for everything that happened in Ireland. I don't like you working with him. Well, look, I'm not keen on it myself, but he seems to be trying to correct these past mistakes. I see. Well, perhaps you should tend to him so you can ask him what happened to Osric. Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. So what happened to Tirinus? He seems fine.
What do you want?
Ooh, you can enhance my weapons? Ooh, whip.
Well met.
Is he okay now? Yeah, he never wasn't on his feet. What are you talking about? I still don't approve of this, Aurora. He's terribly dangerous. Well, don't worry. I'm keeping him on a short leash. In fact, I've got that whip right there, which I'm kind of concerned about. You're in a room, the torture rack and a nice bed and a whip. Are you doing all right? Well, thank you for healing me, Aurora. Look, I did it because you have information I need. Where has Osric teleported to? Yeah, he was teleported to Veronique's tower, access to which we do not have. He's completely secure there. Nothing else on this world can get in without her authority. Her project is safe, even if she herself has fallen. Well, there's got to be a way to get into that tower. If you leave him, he'll just come back and start the war all over again. I will be able to figure out a way past her magical defenses eventually, though we have more important issues at present. I believe with the elimination of my masters, his threat will be greatly reduced. And that gives me an idea. What are you thinking? His power is derived from wealth in his position. If we take that away, yes, of course. What about the equipment he's been using? I've never seen such power in weapons and armor. Did you see that shield? It was composed of pure magic. I really want to get my hands on that stuff. There's nothing we can do about that, but rest assured, within a few years, both his sword and his shield will be useless. The magic within them fades after a matter of months, and without Veronique or my masters to aid him, they will no longer function. Alright, well, that's acceptable, I suppose. Let's just ransack this place, then. I agree. The most dangerous thing in his possession is the knowledge he stole from the vault, and we must find it and destroy it. So what are you looking for? Books, notes, papers, devices, anything that seems odd or out of place. It all must be destroyed. Alright. Come with me, Carissa. We'll get you out of here and return you to Ireland as quickly as possible. I'm more than happy to accompany you out of this place, Aurora. I don't care for this sort of thing. Let's go. Alright. Oops, wrong one. There you are, my dear. You look smashing. Let's get out of here. Oh, drunk nobleman's. Oh, no, he's fallen asleep again. Oh, hang on. Who are you and what are you doing here? How do you care? No one else does. Pardon me, but you seem to remind me of Osric. Are you perhaps related to him in some fashion? Quinn, I'm his cousin. No one of consequence, but do you have something to drink? I do, actually, but why is it not letting me choose that? Look, I'm searching around for a lot of books and papers he recently acquired. Have you seen anything like that? Books? That sounds familiar. Books. Papery things that you read. Yeah, I've heard of them. Marvelous invention. I fully intend to investigate these books you speak of as soon as I finish drinking myself to death. We're not kidding around here, you drunken fop. This is important. Where does Osric keep his books? We have a small library. Perhaps you might find them there. Oh, wait, are they valuable? Oh, very. Anything valuable Osric keeps in a safe in his bedroom. You'll need the number. It's an ingenious lock. Do you know the combination? I might.
And I might have an armored fist that might be in danger of knocking your teeth out too. Life's full of surprises. Instead of, isn't it? Quit playing and tell us what we need to know. I'm not playing with you. I really might. If I could get rid of this headache, I could probably tell you. Would you fetch me a drink? Nothing stiff. Well, here, I've got some wine. Yes. Ah, très bien. There's a vine drop. Exactly what I need. I found it in the king's wine rack, so is your memory any better? See, it's 34 left, 45 right, 12 left. So 34, 45, 12. Alright. And he's down again.
I'll see what I can do. Finished?
Ooh, a lot of gems. Constitution Ironstone. Dexterity Ironstone. Strength Ironstone. Nice. Pink and green Ironstone. Charisma Ironstone. Nice.
No, I can't do that.
Okay, a Rod of Resurrection. Thank you very much. Stolen Sarquin Tome, Stolen Sarquin Documents, and Birth Record. Rather tattered document clearly shows that Osric is of royal descent and traces lineage back several generations, complete with his birth date and place of birth. The year 1852 in Levine, Tucson. His father was Aurelian Davington, brother of the previous king of Tucson. This document is... If this document is correct, Osric is not the next in line for the throne. It was, in fact, the previous king's nephew. Okay. These sheets of paper are very, very old, yet can still be read if you could read the language. They appear to be many diagrams, mathematical formulae written upon it, and the little that you can read is beyond your comprehension. Okay. The knowledge of these pages is worth king's fortune, but only those able to decipher it extremely advanced mathematical writing. Alright, so we gotta get that back to his tower. Cool. I wonder, is the dude in the, Oh.
Good evening.
No. Ah, my dear friend who provided you with wine. What can I do for you? I found this document. Take a look. No, it cannot be correct. That's Osric. Not. What? He was my father. But. What? Hang on. I'm quite familiar with this heretic devices of all noble families in Ireland and Tucson. This seal is authentic. Well, it means that you're the king, buddy. If it's true, then I'm in fact the son of the king. And Osric is his nephew, which means that I'm supposed to be king. And what's your name? I'm Sebastian Davington, and until a few moments ago, I was Osric's drunken cousin, you know. I always thought I looked more like a king than Osric did, but, how could this have happened? I think I know someone who might have had a hand in your fate. A powerful sorceress named Valik Lenore. You may have heard of her. She's been meddling in Tucson politics for decades. I have heard of her. She always had a fondness for Osric that I could not understand, but now it all makes sense. With this piece of paper, I can refute anyone's claims to the throne, including Osric. I must move quickly, consolidate some support. All right. Well, you must take the throne for the sake of your kingdom. I will go and deal with this immediately, but I thank you for bringing this to me. You've changed not only my life, but also the entire country. Well, they could hardly do worse than Ostrich, Sebastian. Oh, speaking of him, don't expect Ostrich to go down without a fight, and be aware that he has some phenomenally powerful equipment with him, so for God's sake, do not duel him. Oh, I won't need to. By the time he resurfaces, the entire kingdom will be howling for his blood. Well, won't keep you any further then. Good luck to you, Majesty. He grins, clasps your shoulders in triumph, and instantly hurries out the door. Clunk! He falls down and dies. Yep, runs straight to the door and fades out of existence. That's the royal suite, the treasury, armory. I don't think we... Yeah, it's all much the same, so... Nothing there. Alright, I guess we're heading back to the tower. Ah, here we go. Back to the tower.
What do you want?
Have you the Saquon documents? Yes. I have the tome right here. Oh, you're gonna destroy it, okay. Yes. It's done. That accursed knowledge is gone forever. Why didn't you just keep him? I wanted to see what it was all about. The knowledge in those particular documents would take decades to unravel, but if someone were to decipher them, it would change the face of this world forever. I take comfort in knowing that that can never happen. I'll take your word for it. I am pleased to have this business behind us. However, we find ourselves right back where we started, in need of quality equipment in which to fight the Sarkon. Well, at least Osric had his comeuppance. I would still have preferred to have killed him. No, it's not entirely comfortable with him retaining any items provided by the Sarquin, but we have no way to get to him now. There's no way to that tower he's locked himself inside of. Of course there is, but it would take me several weeks, but we do not have that sort of time. Well, then you need to come up with another place to find better equipment. You know where I know where we need to go. I was hoping to avoid this, however. Where must we go? You're not going to like it. Like, I don't have to like it, but we're going to take on your masters. It's something we're going to have to do, isn't it? Very well. I respect your commitment to the cause. The sort of equipment we need is not of this world. We must look elsewhere. Other worlds? And other planes of existence. I have the ability to take us about anywhere we need to go, if you have the courage. I think we've already established that I do. Good. You'll need it where we... Oh, you'll need it when we go to... I've been to hell. It's fine. Among other places, yes, I shall research a few suitable places to visit while you prepare for the trials ahead. As for you, Clarissa, you may stay here or be returned to Fairlock if you wish. I should return to Fairlock as soon as possible, right after I talk to Aurora. Ostric's sudden disappearance will have repercussions throughout the land, and I must be there to deal with them. I do not envy your position, Clarissa, but I wish you all the luck in the world dealing with your task. She glares at Tirinus coldly. I do not require luck, nor your best wishes. I hold you responsible for the death of my father, Tirinus. Don't ever expect me to forgive you for that, and if I had my way, I would have you arrested and hanged for treason. Yes, I am responsible for that, and more than that, you have no idea of my crimes, Clarissa. For the things I have done, there can never be justice, but with Aurora's help, I may be able to undo some of the damage before I die. Aurora, I'll be in the lab when you're ready to speak to me. Goodbye, Clarissa. I do not think we will ever meet again. She remains silent. Alright.
Well met.
Wait. Oh, she's... Damn it! I don't like this, Aurora, not one bit. Yeah, I didn't think you would, Your Majesty. How can you trust him? You do realize the magnitude of deceit he leveled against us, against the entire country. Yeah, I remember something about that. Don't be glib with me. I'm trying to make you realize that he cannot be trusted. Look, he helped me save you. Isn't that enough to at least give him the benefit of the doubt?
Well, I'll admit, I wouldn't have expected that from him. It'll take a lot more than that to make me trust him, though. Well, what I'm trying to say is that you should be very careful around him. You are very important to me, Aurora, and I don't want to lose you again. What are you smiling about? Before we take one more step, I want to do something we've been putting off for years. At least, do you think you could officiate? Oh, we're getting married. All right. I'd be honored, Your Majesty. All right. Excuse me, I have to run away very fast right now. But if you don't marry me, I can't make you the Duke of Aielund. Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Well, that's more like it. At least, we're a little pressed for time here. Is there a shorter version of the marriage ceremony you can do? Well, this is, of course, highly irregular. A wedding like this should have been a state affair, but under these circumstances, I can see the need for haste. I have watched you two become part of each other's life more and more over the past 2 years, and I have no reservations about witnessing the joining of two friends in the bonds of holy matrimony. Perhaps you would like to share your feelings for each other, Aurora? Alright. Well, why you came to love me, love a man like me, I'll never understand, Carissa. I'm a scoundrel, a liar, a braggart, but somehow you found your way into my heart, and I'll be damned if I'm ever going to let you go. No, it's not really. Well, that's, apart from the I'm a man of few words, that's pretty accurate. Oh, that's beautiful, Aurora. Not only have you saved my life more than one occasion, you've been the source of strength and an inspiration to me in the dark times I face. I can no longer imagine my life without you, and I want you to be at my side for the rest of my life. Robert has an uncharacteristic smile on his face, while Annalise smiles and wipes a tear that begins to cascade down her cheek. Perhaps a simple ceremony is the best. I can clearly see the abiding love the two of you share for each other, and so I see no point in delaying it any longer. By the authority invested in me by God, I pronounce you husband and wife. Oh, do you have a ring, Aurora? Yes. I've got this one here. There's no need. The ring I gave you was one of a kind and a symbol of my love for you. But I have the matching set of rings that have been in my family for generations. I've been holding on to until our eventual wedding. But Osric must have found them because he took the little box off me. Oh, you son of a bitch! When we were about to leave Fairlock, however, I managed to sneak it out of his pocket. Hooray! Very clever indeed. You planned very far in advance, Carissa. Place the ring on Carissa's finger. Congratulations, I now pronounce you man and wife, and you may now kiss the bride. Hot damn, this calls for a cigar. You say that about every situation, Robert. Sure do. What's your point? Never mind, I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. You better believe it, pal. Alright. Well, if you'll excuse me, we have something to attend to. Oh, she leads me off to Tirinus' bedroom. Alright. Make love for a few hours. Holy crap. My God, Aurora, that was incredible. I've never felt like this before. It was my pleasure, Your Majesty, and yours too, apparently. The way you... Oh, and then when you... Oh my God, the way you... This is really going to make waiting for you to return that much more difficult. She wants the bard. Well, it's the least I could do, but it will have to suffice until I return. Say, why don't you come with me? Nothing would make me happier, but unfortunately Judy must come first, with Osric out of the picture and my father dead. I'm the next in line of succession, and if I don't sort this out quickly, the nobles are going to start fighting each other. I must do what I can to undo the damage left by the Ironlord's tyrannical reign. Alright, you mean your father's rule, right? My father died a long time ago, Aurora. That thing on the throne was simply the monster that killed him.
Now that it's gone, someone must take the throne, and that someone is me. I've got you. Words cannot express my gratitude toward you, Aurora. You have saved both myself and my kingdom on countless occasions, and changed the very face of the world. Whatever it is you need to work with Tirinus for, finish it quickly so that you may return to us safely. There's a nice little duchy north of Fairlock I want to give you. Oh, thank you very much. Well, don't thank me yet. I don't know who amongst the nobility I can trust now, so I plan to pile a lot of titles on you until I can weed out the loyalists from the traitors. Oh, and here I was thinking you were just rewarding me. Well, there's plenty to award you for, I assure you. But don't let me keep you from your present task any longer. I don't suppose I can tell you what... You can tell me what that is. Honestly, I don't know what that is, but it takes too long to explain. So trust me, you're probably better off not knowing. I see. Well, I don't know what could cause you of all people to be worried, but I know that you can handle it. I will trust in you and know that you are working with Aielund's best interests at heart. Of that you can be sure. I'll miss you, Carissa. You're really good at picking locks. Be careful and take care of yourself. That's your job, Aurora. Trying to weed out your responsibilities. Trying to weasel out of your responsibilities already, Never, Your Majesty. I am, as always, your loyal servant. Oh, that's more like it. I think I'll keep you after all. Now go, hero of Culdany, slayer of the Ironlord. Finish your last great task, knowing that the prayers and the thoughts of a grateful nation are with you every step of the way. Go, my love, and return to me victorious. All right? I'll be back soon. Goodbye. Farewell, my champion. God damn, that was a mouthful. All right. Now, where's all my shit? Okay. I think, actually, on that note, that's probably a good place to end today's session. So, looks like we're off to hell in order to upgrade our weapons and whatnot. I wonder if we're going to meet up with that the artificer from Hordes of the Underdark, but we shall see. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I have been your humble host, Tim, and be sure to come back for the next session of Aurora Plays Neverwinter Nights, the Aielund Saga. Bye!